good Lord Hamlet.
Well, God of mercy!
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well, you are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
That I would, you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord?
I, sir. For to be honest, as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
That's very true, my lord.
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but as your daughter may conceive, friend, look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. Yet he knew me not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. He is far gone. What do you read, my lord?
Words. Words. Words!
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you read, my lord.
Slanders, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have grey beards, and that they have a plentiful lack of wit. But I hold it not honesty to have thus set down, for yourself, sir, shall grow old as I am, if like a crab, you could go backward!
Though this be madness, yet there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that's out of the air. How pregnant sometimes his replies are. I will leave him and suddenly contrive a means of meeting between him and my daughter. My lord, I will take my leave of you.
Oh, you cannot, sir, take from me anything I would more willingly part with all, except my life. Except my life. Except my life!
Fare you well, my lord.
These tedious old fools!
My honoured lord? My most dear lord?
Excellent good friends! Guildenstern! Oh, Rosencrantz, good lads, how do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Oh, we are happy that we are not over happy. On Fortune's cap we are not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
Oh, then you live about her waist, or the middle of her favors.
Her faith, her privates we.
In the secret parts of fortune. Most true, she is a strumpet. But what have you, my good friends, deserved at the hands of fortune that she sends you thus to prison hither?
Prison, my lord?
Well, Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one.
A goodly one in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Why then 'tis none to you, for there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me it is a prison.
Well then, 'tis your ambition makes it so. It's too narrow for your mind.
Oh God, I could be bounded in a nutshell, and count myself a king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
Which dreams indeed are ambition. For the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
A dream itself is but a shadow. But in the beaten way of friendship, what make you here at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Were you not sent for? Is this your own inclining? Is this a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me.
My lord, what would you have us say?
Why, anything but to the purpose. You were sent for. And there is a kind of confession about your looks, which your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
To what end, my lord? What say you?
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. I have of late, yet wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgotten all custom of exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think that if you delight not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players will receive from you. We courted them on the way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
There are the players!
Gentlemen, you are welcome to Elsinore. Give me your hands. Come then. The appurtenance of welcome is fashion and ceremony. You are welcome. But my uncle father and aunt mother are deceived.
In what, my dear lord?
I am but mad north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
My lord, I have... well be with you, gentlemen.
I'll prophesy comes to tell
My
me of
lord.
the players' market.
My
You say
lord.
right, sir. A Monday morning.
My
Was
lord,
that indeed?
I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. When Rochus was an actor in Rome.
The actors are come hither, my lord.
Buzz, buzz.
Upon my honor.
Then in came each actor on his ass.
The greatest actors in the world, either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral, tragical comical, historical pastoral, tragical historical, tragical comical historical pastoral, scene individual or poem unlimited.
You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. I am glad to see thee well. Let's have a speech straight. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
Which speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once, but it was never acted, or if it was, not above once, for the play I recall pleased not the million. One speech of it I chiefly loved. Now, 'twas Aeneas' tale to Dido, and thereabout of it especially when he tells of Priam's slaughter. Now, if you really live in your memory, forget it this line. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast. No, it's not so. It begins with Pyrrhus. Okay.
Unequal matched, Pyrrhus at Priam drives, in rage strikes wide, but with the whiff and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. So, after Pyrrhus' pause, ropes out vengeance, starts him a work anew, and never did the Cyclops hammer fall on Mars' arms with less remorse than now. Pyrrhus' bloody sword fell on Priam. Out! Out! Thou strumpet vulture!
This is too long.
And shout to the barbers with your beard. I prithee say on, come to Hecuba.
But who, oh woe, has seen the Moblid Queen?
The Moblid Queen.
That's good. Moblid Queen is good.
And when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious mischief in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamor that she made, unless things mortal matter not at all, would have made milch of the burning eyes of heaven and the passion in the gods.
Look where he has not turned his color and has tears in his eyes. Prithee, no more.
'Tis well. Good, my lord. Will you see the players well bestowed? You here let them be well used for the abstract and the brief chronicle of the time.
Come, sirs.
Follow him, friends. Master! Can you play the murder of Gonzago?
Yes, my lord.
We'll have a play tomorrow! Now, I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I! Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit that from her working all his visage walked, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice in all his functions, suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing. For Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? Why, well, he would drown the stage with tears, and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty, appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy meddled rascal, peak like John a dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Bloody, bawdy villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain! Oh, vengeance! Why, what an ass am I? I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before my uncle. I'll observe his looks, I'll tempt him to the quick. If he do blench, I know my course. The play is the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
But can you by no drift of conference gain from him why he puts on this confusion, grating so harshly all his days of quiet in turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He confesses he feels himself distracted, although from what cause he will no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps himself aloof when we would bring him to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Negative question, but of our demands most free in his reply.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
It so fell out, madam, that certain players we o'erwrought on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him some joy to hear of it.
And he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and much it doth content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose on to these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Dear Gertrude, leave us two, for we have closely sent the Hamlet hither, that he may, as 'twere by accident, affront Ophelia. Her father and myself, lawful espials, will so bestow ourselves, that seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge, and gather from him, as he has behaved, whether 'tis the affliction of his love or no that thus he suffers for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness.
Ophelia, walk you here. We will bestow ourselves. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance, to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in this sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia. Nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your honor this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well,
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
no, not I never gave thee aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. And with them, words of so sweet breath composed that made the things more rich. Their perfume lost, take these again. For to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lord?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty. I did love you. Once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, yet I could accuse me of such things. It were better my mother had not borne me. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where is your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Heavenly powers, restore him.
If thou dost marry, I give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. To a nunnery, go, and quickly too, farewell.
Go help him, you sweet heavens!
I'll no more it. It hath made me mad. I say we shall have no more marriage. Those that are married already, all but one, shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go!
Oh, what a noble mind is here o'erthrown. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that sucked the honey of his musicked vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of time and harsh, that unmatched form and stature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I have seen, see what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul of which his melancholy sits on brood, and I do doubt the hatch and the disclose will be some danger. Which to prevent I have with quick determination set down, he shall with speed to England. What think you on it?
My lord, do as you please. But if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother entreat him all alone to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. The madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
Let's go see the play.
Come now, we're not going to let you in until intermission.
Yeah? You know, I realized I needed tango.